Reinvent yourself to become a good human being. Rest, everything will follow. Change your perspectives. एक अच्छा प्रसंग आपसे शेयर करना चाहूँगा. Rabindranath Tagore writes that this many years after his start of writing, and he writes in one of his articles that when I was a small child, I was playing around with my friends. Suddenly, one of my friends who had worn a speck fell down on the ground. I picked it up. And just casually, I wore it. Out of inquisitiveness. Why is he wearing it? Why am I not wearing it? We were just children of about 5 and 6. Suddenly, I started looking at things in a different way because things started appearing to me more clear. Then I went back home and told my mother that my friend is wearing those specs. It fell down, I wore it, and all of a sudden everything started looking more beautiful, wonderful and clear. His mother came to know that he must also have specs. And they went to an optometrist. And when they checked the eyes, he actually had numbers and he got the specs. We all need specs of new perspectives to change our attitudes and thought processes and behaviors. That wearing the new glasses is reinventing yourself. That wearing is reinventing. But first, take a chance and give yourself a chance to wear those glasses. Nahi main to sahi hu. I'm perfectly all right. My opinion is 100% right. मैंने होमवर्क किया है, ये डिसीजन पे आया हूँ, 100% राइट. एक ये छोटा सा ईगो आप छोड़ दो, योर वर्किंग प्लेस विल बिकम अ हेवन ऑन अर्थ. हमारे गुरु प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज का एक सिद्धांत था, मेरा वो अच्छा नहीं, जो कुछ अच्छा है वो मेरा. Reinvent yourself. Not mine is the best, but what is the best, I would accept it as mine. और ये ईगो मत रखना कि मुझे ही अच्छे विचार आते. 3-piece कोट पहनते हो, टाई पहनते हो, उन लोगों को ही MBA जो होते हैं उन लोगों को ही अच्छे बड़े विचार आते हैं, ऐसे नहीं. हाँ, वो तो पहले पता है ना आपको. Out of the 100 great thoughts that has changed the world, changed the course of history, 77 of them have come from class 3 and class 4 people. For example, once there was a wide discussion happening, like 250 members at the ICC in London, how to bring more money in cricket, how to bring the amount of money that is in football in cricket. Now that was the principal point of discussion. Fine, it was a good business meet. After 3-4 hours of brainstorming session, they could not come to a conclusion. A class 3 employee was sitting in the corner noting down the minutes of the meeting. In the break, he approached the chairman because he was regular with the chairman, so he had an easy approach and he said, "Sir, if you don't mind, can I have a small suggestion in my mind. If you permit, I can tell you. I don't want to say it loudly in public in the midst of your meeting, but I just want to tell you in private, if at all you allow me." He said, "Fine, you can go on." "Sir, reduce the timing of the cricket match. Put it into 20 overs. And the chairman said, "Are you a fool? We had 5 days of test match. We reduced it to 50 one day international. You still want to reduce it?" "Sir, the principal reason of reducing is that at every ball, the batsman should attempt a 4 or a 6. That energy level will bring more money. Simple." He said, "No, disgusting. Every great idea has been thrown away in the dustbin at the first attempt as a disgust." वो हुआ, ये भी एक परंपरा है पृथ्वी भी, क्योंकि रीइन्वेंट नहीं किया ना अपने आप को, to accept good things in the first time. और वो भी class 3 employee telling to me, chairman, reinvent yourself to deflate your ego, to accept people, accept advices, accept thought processes. फिर से चर्चा हुई 3 घंटे के लिए. They could not come to a good conclusion. This chairman proposed and they said, "Let us try," and they made it a try, and we all know what is T20 today. It has the amount of money that a football has. It has the amount of money that football has. And if an ordinary player just plays one IPL today, in just one season, he has more money than some cricket test playing a player in the 70s and 80s playing for 20 years. Isn't it? That idea came from not an MBA, huh? Not a CA, not a CS. एक अच्छा प्रसंग और भी सुनाना चाहूंगा. मर्सिडीज ने नई एसयूवी बनाई. They made a new SUV and they were just rolling out the first one out of the factory, the manufacturing unit. And when they came just at the gate, the outlet, the hood was a bit like about 2 or 3 inches above the beam. That means it would not get out. It would get scratched or crushed because it was a concrete beam. How to get out of it? 15 engineers were discussing this. How to do this, how to do this. And finally they came to a conclusion that ye beam ko tod do. Break this beam because we want more units to come out. And every day 5, 7, 10, 15, 20, 100 cars would roll out. We have to break this beam. फिर स्ट्रक्चर को बुलाया, मतलब the structure engineer came and he said, if you want to break this beam, we have to check the structure of the whole building, and that would take time, a few weeks. That if you break this beam, what effect it could have on rest of the structure, and that is fine. So everybody stopped. The security gatekeeper was a few meters away. He walked in and, sir, if you don't mind, I have a small suggestion. Bolo, kya hai? What do you want to say? Sir, just deflate all the 4 tires. The car will roll out. And again, you can fill the air in the tires. Kiya, hua. Mercedes Benz के 15 engineers ने चर्चा की थी, बीम तोड़ दो. गेटकीपर ने कहा हवा निकाल दो. थोड़ी हवा निकालने के लिए यही कॉन्फ्रेंस में आए हैं. ये थोड़ी हवा भर गई है ना. मैं MBA हूं, मैं CA हूं, मैं 25 साल से कंपनी में डायरेक्टर हूं, मैं 20 साल से CEO हूं, मैं 10 कंपनी के बोर्ड पे हूं. ये हवा कम करने के लिए ये कॉन्फ्रेंस है. रीइन्वेंट योरसेल्फ, बिकम अ हम्बल ह्यूमन बीइंग, एंड यू विल अट्रैक्ट ऑल द रिसोर्सेज दैट यू वांट इन योर लाइफ. इट इज एज सिंपल एज दैट. Our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, I come from the BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha, which is one of the largest organizations in the world. We have got a permanent seat in the United Nations as an NGO. We run more than 1300 hospitals, hostels, schools and colleges. ये मैंने आपको इसलिए बात की. Our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, who created this organization to this level, that too in a span of 45 years, from his age of 51 to 95. At the age of 51, most of us start thinking of our retirement plans. Pramukh Swami Maharaj started his career at 51 when he became the guru of this organization. From the age of 51 to 95, he created 1300 hospitals, hostels, schools, colleges, community centers, sanskar kendras, mandirs, hari mandirs, and akshardham. That means, now I am talking in your professional and corporate language, that means a new institute, in your language, a new office or a new factory, every 15th day for 45 years. हर 15वें दिन to get a land, to decide what to do on it, get it legally cleared, tenders dished out, funds raised because we are a non-profit organization. Architect designs the plans passed in the local government bodies, construction starts. 2-5 employees needed who are like according to the ideology of the organization. Other 25-50 employees paid, needed, recruited. Inauguration ceremony done. The organization put in the service of society. This entire story that I described, right from the purchasing of the land to the institute put in the service of society, entire story every 15th day for 45 years. आपके घर में बाथरूम में वॉश बेसिन में एक टेप लीक होती हो तो 15 दिन लगते हैं प्लम्बर को लाने में. ये 15वें दिन एक नई इंस्टीट्यूट चालू कर दी. He has been the recipient of more than 40 key to the cities in America. He is in the Guinness Book of World Records 6 times. He was felicitated in the British Parliament, Canadian Parliament, Kenyan Parliament with standing ovations. ये मैंने आपको बैकग्राउंड कहा. ये इसलिए कहा कि उनके जीवन में से, प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज के जीवन में से रीइन्वेंशन सीखना है. क्या? When somebody asked him to write I bless you. He wrote I bless you. He kept I of the second alphabet, the dotted one, the small, rest everything capital. And somebody told him that Swamiji, it is according to the English grammar's norms that the first letter after the full stop is always capital. He said that I know, but you must always keep your I small. Reinvent yourself to make your I small. 99.9% of the problems upon this earth is because everybody has an inflated I. But you must understand that every third person sitting besides you is in some way, more intelligent, more talented, more skillful, more educated, more qualified and more experienced than you. Do you believe this? Yes or no? ठंडे कलेजे से हाँ नहीं कह रहे हैं. If you believe, then reinvent yourself, deflate your eye a bit. हमने प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज को कभी गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड्स हाथ में लेके अपना रिकॉर्ड देखते हुए नहीं देखा. हमने कभी प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज को ये कहते हुए नहीं सुना कि मेरे पास 40 की टू द सिटीज अमेरिका की है, एक की तो मुझे देखने के लिए दो. मेयर ने दी स्टेज पे, स्वीकार कर ली, दे दी अटेंडेंट को, फिर कभी नहीं मांगी. दिल्ली अक्षरधाम में 3 बड़े एग्जीबिशंस हैं, चौथा नहीं बनाया. मेरी की टू द सिटीज, मेरे गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड्स, मेरे स्टैंडिंग ओवेशंस पार्लियामेंट्स में, ये सभी के पिक्चर भी अब लगाए. 110 एकड़ जमीन है यमुना के किनारे. ये विचार कभी उनको नहीं आया, हमको आने भी नहीं दिया. That is reinventing yourself as a human being, deflating your eye. And the biggest advantage of deflating your eye is that more and more people would like to come to you, more and more people would like to work with you. You will attract all kind of resources upon this earth which will naturally help you to grow in all walks of life. The biggest reinvention is this. बाकी तो सब होता रहेगा. Biggest reinvention is this. Deflate your eye. कम करना. तो आपके बोलने में नम्रता आएगी, वर्तन में नम्रता आएगी, एक्सप्रेस होने में नम्रता आएगी. And people would love you. People would accept you. Today as a boss, people are accepting you because he wants a salary from your pocket. He doesn't have any other option. I'm not talking of all the stories. In general, reinvent yourself. When you reinvent yourself, how do you evolve yourself? What is actually evolvement? It is you become a source of inspiration for others. That is the biggest evolvement of your life.